Those 3 years could have seriously damaged my kidneys, and if it wasn't for that one website, they probably would have been damaged. Hello friends, before yesterday I made a video describing my favorite online pharmacies. In this video I'm going to tell you why I did that and why I removed the video. But before I do, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, like the video, comment on the video, and turn on closed captions. Now let's get started. First of all, the reason why I made the video was because I discovered a few days ago that a large portion of my subscribers genuinely didn't realize how easy it was to procure health-preserving prescription medications like blood pressure medications, cholesterol medications, and so on. When I realized that I should take a somewhat of a slight risk in making a video directly mentioning some of the pharmacies. I knew that the video I made was not against the rules of YouTube technically, but sometimes YouTube bans videos that are not technically against community guidelines. And usually, oftentimes they don't just ban the video, but they ban the whole channel. So I took a bit of a risk. I thought I was taking a little bit of a risk. Later on in the day though, some of my friends who are also YouTubers contacted me and warned me seriously, saying that this may cause my channel to be taken down. It's happened to other people before. I still left the video up until the next morning because I wanted to make sure that everyone had a chance to see it. That everyone that was closely following the channel, which I think was successful. And then I got rid of the video the next morning because there's no sense really damaging the channel for this purpose. But hopefully everyone got a chance to see the video. Let me explain to you guys why I was so emotionally involved in the subject and why I took such a great risk to provide you guys with that link. And it's because of something that I went through myself. If I didn't myself get access to an online pharmacy, I may have some form of chronic kidney disease today or some serious heart damage. And the reason is doctors refused to prescribe me blood pressure medications when I was younger. The main reason for that, by the way, if we really think about it, is because of incentives. Doctors are usually incentivized to prevent catastrophic emergencies from happening. They're not incentivized to protect you against something in the long term happening because they're mostly disincentivized against risky behavior. So when I first visited doctors around the age of 22, noticing that I had hypertension, I spoke to several of them about it. They immediately described me potentially having white coat syndrome, which means you get psychologically stressed when you go to the hospital, so your blood pressure rises. Or they dismissed the concern saying that I was so young. But from the age of around 22 to around 25, every time I had my blood pressure tested at a doctor's office, it was elevated. Either 150 over 80, 190 over something, 180 over something. It was always very high. So several times I asked for medication and they dismissed my concerns, saying that you're too young or that it's possibly, just psychosomatic and so on. Finally, when I reached the age of 25 and realized that there was a website called, I won't mention the website again, but I realized there was a website, I ordered my own blood pressure medication from that website. I found valsartan, an angiotensin receptor blocker, and I used it from the age of 25 until 28 without a prescription. At 28, using the same online pharmacy. At 28, I finally got a very good insurance in the US and went to a very good hospital with a good cardiologist. I spoke to him extensively and I told him the truth. I told him I've had hypertension since I was 22. For the last 3 years, I've been taking 160 milligrams of valsartan. I said, what do you think of my medicine choice? He said, that was actually a great choice. It's really good you did that. You may have preserved your health. So years later, I found this doctor, he's like, good job. And actually, then he prescribed me valsartan. And I've had the prescription ever since. But those 3 years could have seriously damaged my kidneys. And if it wasn't for that one website, they probably would have been damaged. I didn't know enough about doctors back then to really argue with them, to really figure out how to work with them. I didn't, I was young. So I could have been at the mercy of their mistakes. But thank God I wasn't because of that website. So that's what I wanted to make available to you guys. I don't want anyone to harm their body or die because their doctor doesn't care or wasn't paying attention or they don't have the right resources. Anyway guys, I hope this was helpful. I'll see you next time.